We live in a world overflowing with information, but not everything you consume has to be your truth. It's up to you what to believe. We live in a day and age where information is everywhere, in every possible way imaginable. We have podcasts, we have TikTok, we have books, we have newspapers, we have articles, we have radio, we have TV, we have magazines. I don't know, did I name everything? But not only media is a place we can get information. We can get information from teachers, from parents, from friends, from strangers even. Never in the history of the world have we had so much access to different types of information. It's at our fingertips all of the time. And this can be great because you can learn anything you might have questions on in an instant. But at the flip side, it's also important to realize that not all the information we come across should be taken as our own truth. There can be two different people on the internet saying two very opposite things but sound just as convincing as each other. So the responsibility is with you to feel in your heart and in your gut what your truth is. You have to be very aware every time you're consuming someone else's beliefs or thoughts to feel if it resonates with you. For example, if you're reading a book and obviously a book has a bunch of information in it, if only 80% of the book resonates with you, great. Now you have 80% of that book's new knowledge for you. And if only 2% of the book's information resonates with you, great. Now you still gained a little bit of knowledge. And this new knowledge is something you value and can help you in life. If you watch a TikTok or a YouTube video and someone makes a statement or is trying to teach you something, take from it what you want. If you think they're talking complete bull, then just shut off the video. On TikTok, it's so easy to scroll away. On YouTube, it's so easy to click another video. If you think, whoa, I never thought about it that way, that could actually be really helpful. Cool, take it with you. But don't just take everything as your truth and don't take nothing as your truth. Be open to new possibilities and new knowledge, but choose what information you're just going to be leaving to be and what information you're going to be integrating into your belief system. But how do you do it? How do I filter everything out that everybody is saying 24/7? Isn't that a lot of work? Yes, it is. Yes, it is a lot of work. But you know what also is a lot of work? Unlearning limiting beliefs. I really do think it's better to just have it right the first time instead of unlearning all these limiting beliefs later and filtering them out after you already ingrained them. So what you can do after you're actively scrolling or reading an article or watching a video, you can sit and feel if the information is something that is resonating with your heart and your gut. Just feel with your heart and your gut. They will tell you the truth. Ask yourself the question, is this information limiting me or expanding me? Does it feel good? Does it make my heart glow? If it feels good, take it with you. You learned something new that made you grow. If not, if it makes you feel small and fearful, let it go immediately. That's not something you need in your belief system or in your life. It's so important to trust your gut and trust your heart. We can use some critical thinking too, but our brains are also very easily impressionable if someone is talking very convincingly. And if you really want the 100% truth, ask God, ask divine, ask the universe, ask Allah, anything that you might believe in, ask them. Go into prayer, go into meditation, just ask from your heart and they will tell you what to believe and not to believe. Just put in the intention and say, hey, is this a truth? Don't fill in the answer, let it come to you, they'll tell you. And another thing is, you don't owe anyone your blind belief. Just because you bought a book, you spent money on it, doesn't mean you have to believe everything in it. It would be nice if you could because you spent money on it, but it's not owed. And just because your favorite online guru or your favorite influencer says something doesn't mean you have to believe them. They might have helped you greatly with some other advice, but maybe this one thing that they're saying doesn't resonate with you, and that's okay. That also does not make them a bad person. That makes them have a different belief or a different opinion than yours. It just means that the information that they're relaying in this very moment is not meant for you. And that's okay. That's totally fine. Or just because the source is a reliable source doesn't mean you have to believe them. Because something or someone being a reliable source is also up for interpretation. You just really don't have to believe something that doesn't serve you. And just because you believe something once in your life and it helped you greatly in a period of time doesn't mean it stays like that. Because you're always evolving and growing, and so is your knowledge. We learn and we evolve and we learn new things. And that makes us grow. Even science is built on the willingness to change what we believe when new evidence comes in. So many things in the world change all of the time, and not only in science. If we look 10, 20, 30 years ago, people used to believe very different things than they do now. Thoughts that were radical back then are now mainstream. For example, my mom started her spiritual practice 20 years ago in my small hometown. Do you think that everybody in my small hometown was very pleased with that? No, definitely not. There was definitely a big group of people who did did not like that at all. There was a big group of people that were also like for it, but so many people did not like what my mom was doing, and now 20 years later they're all going to her. This is what I mean when I say be open to new knowledge to come into your life and broaden your horizon. Every piece of content you consume is like a library. When you go to the library, you don't take all the books of the library home and store them in your home. No, you take the ones of the library that you want. When you go to the grocery store, you don't buy one of each item in the grocery store because you know you don't like everything that the grocery store has to sell. You're not going to consume all of that. You're not going to take that all in. You're going to go to the grocery store and pick out exactly the items that you like to eat, that you like to fuel your body with. There's also people who are religious and read the Bible and don't agree with everything that the Bible says. It doesn't mean they stop believing in God. Learning how to filter information is one of the greatest skills you can learn for your own personal and spiritual growth. The goal is to be skeptical, but staying open and respectful. Respect is so very important. This is something I just read in the book that I'm reading, The Fifth Agreement. If someone says something that doesn't resonate with you, that is not your truth, they still deserve your respect. Just because you don't see eye to eye with someone or their truth is not your truth, they still deserve your respect. And I would go as far as to say, if they don't respect your truth, you will still give them your respect. I used to always believe that respect is earned, and I still do feel a little bit that way, but I think I'm wavering on this belief because I simply don't want to disrespect anybody. That's just not something I want to put out into the world. And don't get me wrong, I will stand up for myself when needed, but the level of respect will still remain. The way I will go about standing up for myself will still be respectful. The world is full of information, and you will know, you will feel in your heart and your gut what information is for you and what isn't. Take the things that serve you, make you happy, and make you grow. If you want to follow me on my journey, you can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, and I'll see you in the next one.